Hello, Internet. It is time for another episode of Spaceman jamming some shit. Today, we're doing Savage Worlds. We're doing my Freelancers bullshit, and yeah, let's fucking go. Let's get it done. Alrighty. Actually,
we're freelancers.
You're Freelancers. That's right.
Is that like prenatal?
No, you are born. You have been born. This is not a womb dream or some shit. That'd be fucked up.
Look at given your games, I would not put that.
Yeah, but let's not start the session with that existential crisis. So yes, I believe when we left off, you guys had survived your pretty obvious betrayal that nobody saw coming. And you managed to escape your pursuers and make your way back to Miller's, which you found on entering that had also been attacked by a squad of soldiers. But luckily, the mercenaries and war mage made short work of them. And as you guys land your stolen helijet transport on the roof of the bar, and then did
they get a helijet?
No.
Then I figured a better job.
They did not. Yeah. Okay. Sure. But yeah, you guys walk into this mess. There's people are kind of going through the dead dudes and picking up their shit and stuff. But yeah. So War Mage, he sees you guys come in, and he just kind of sighs, goes behind the bar, and he starts like pouring out shots, and he like waves you over. He's like, "Come on, everybody, sit down. Tell me what happened."
Okay, Mom.
I am seated.
Yeah, so he's behind the bar here.
You got a helijet.
It's like, we found this cool jet. All right.
They weren't even subtle about
the people were totally dead already.
You weren't even subtle about what?
So they weren't even subtle about the betrayal. Like,
yeah.
101, don't show up like while we're leaving the job all half for the supplies. We had a meetup somewhere planned.
Right. Yeah. So
the lack of trust they had in us, I'm assuming, to go to the meetup.
Right.
Well, the extra stupidity, they gave me a plasma grenade before we went on the mission.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff to figure out here. But yeah, War Mage pours you guys all a drink. Just like, all right, tell me what went down.
Explosions.
A little more specific, please.
So my buddy here and I link my arms through to my bestie. And what? Accurate in game and everything. I don't care that I've met him once in person. So he decided he was gonna be able to. He took over all the mechanical things, and then now we have a helijet, and all the bad guys are dead.
Okay, but the job. What happened with the job?
I know what he's looking for here.
We did
Basically, we went in like we were supposed to get the data, like we did. Made our own little copy. We'll talk about that later. Came out to deliver said data, got double-crossed, killed the dude, blew a lot of things up with some missiles, thank you, 01, and fucked off with his jet. I think that covers it.
Yeah. He's like, alright.
I get you a present, and I give him the carbine. I give him the battle rifle that I have no idea how to use.
It's like, what-
Technically,
We're
they
supposed to
tried to. Technically, there was a B team that tried to pursue, but
yeah,
Helijet with rockets.
Oh yeah, they're dead too.
yeah, there. Yeah, you guys had a brief air battle over Sector 8 there.
You might have
Are
heard.
we gonna get in trouble for that?
Above.
Or can
above
we
you.
like make that seem like it didn't happen?
So no, you probably didn't hear about it because that area is basically off limits. It's not patrolled. You know, at most, maybe some scavenger recorded it on his fucking comlink. Because he was like, oh, cool, check this out. It's me, your boy, Crunch Moon Jones, or whatever.
Oh my god.
Now we have to
I
go
know what
kill
you're
a
talking
YouTuber.
about.
Now we
Yeah,
need to
it's-
find
And I
that
don't
footage.
think Brennan would mind you
No.
bringing it up.
No, I'll make a proper NPC if that's the route we're going. But like, yeah, like you're in this zone of the city that is basically like it's no man's land. Like people are not supposed to be there, but people are there if they have nowhere else to go. It's just this, you know, like it's this devastated region of the megacity, and you know, like. As you enter it, there's a bunch of warnings you get in augmented reality that are like, hey, danger, this is a restricted area, emergency services will not respond here, so proceed at your own peril type of shit.
Thanks, Uncle Bob.
So, like, shit going, like, it's actually weird if things aren't exploding in the sky there, like... So, yeah, like, you guys aren't on, like, a news station or anything, like, you know, you had this, you know, this brief skirmish over an area of the city that very few people live in. But yeah, so sorry, a little bit long-winded there, but yeah, to answer your question, you don't really need to worry about
Oh, that was
you know.
Chris asking, so...
Oh, Chris? I don't think we have a Chris.
No, Chris Core.
Oh, sorry.
Me, Chris.
Yeah, got it.
Was in character.
Yep, gotcha. Sorry, and then where were we? Sorry, before I went on that whole tangent.
That
We just
we
wrapped up.
did the job. B team.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, you took out your pursuers, and yeah, now you guys, you made your way back here without any tails, and you have you got two
Yep.
copies of the super secret data now.
Now double MacGuffins.
Correct. We actually have more importantly, we have the original drive that we were
Yeah,
tasked with from the government or whoever he is, to
yeah.
get
So
the data. So we do have the identical drive.
yeah, you mentioned about like the government or whoever that was, and War Mage is like, hey, listen, I vetted that guy like hard. All right, he was a fucking guy. You know, he's with the. I verified he was with the AIA. Like, I don't know why that dude betrayed you. Like, I'm thinking either it's some kind of double agent situation, or maybe some fucking doppelganger took over him. I don't know, but I did my work. All right, so this should not have happened.
Well, I step in for a second. Well, I don't step in. I just teleport over in front of him. Look.
So, listen. Sorry,
That's what I do.
sorry. That's just. It reminds me of friggin' Jumper, where he like teleports across the couch to pick up the TV remote. Like,
That's exactly what I was thinking of, actually.
So yeah, you teleport 3 feet so you can lean on the bar.
Listen. Look, we talked to this guy. And he was really freaking scared. He would rather us kick him out of the back of the vehicle than tell us anything,
Huh.
or to choose. He wouldn't do anything at all to choose life.
We tried
Whatever
so
this-
many things.
So he knew he was cooked when he failed, huh?
Yep.
We really tried to let him live.
Yeah.
Really tried to let him
tried
live.
to
So
Really
hard.
offered.
It couldn't be done.
It's
We
like,
made him all kinds of offers.
guys,
He chose death.
guys, you don't got to explain it to me. Like, you dealt with a guy who betrayed you. I get it. Like, whatever. It's done.
No, but I feel like we do because you're not. Okay,
No,
whatever. Fine.
we just want you to understand. This guy really chose death. Like it's not that
It's
we
like-
feel bad about killing him.
Guys,
It's
guys, I'm 2 centuries old. I've seen it all. Like, relax.
Well, whatever. Either way, he was more afraid of these people than he was about being ran over by a car.
Oh.
He was more afraid of these people than being thrown out of a car going at 120 miles per hour into traffic.
At Mach fuck.
Was I going that fast? Cool.
Yes, you were going Mach fuck. No, I don't know. You were going pretty fast. You guys were like fleeing a bunch of like helicopters or
Again,
attack.
that was in character. I just like going
Oh,
balls to the wall while driving.
gotcha. But yeah, War Mage is kind of like, so he must have been working for someone powerful then, someone who's maybe bigger than the AIA. Shit.
Like the
What?
Nrac.
That
Blizzard?
doesn't sound good.
The
Yeah.
architect?
The architect.
The Oracle?
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but yeah, this might be pretty. What do you so what's that data? Have you guys taken a peek at it yet or what?
No.
No,
No.
want some downtime to do it delicately.
Yeah. Do you mind if I grab a copy?
Sure, just like immediately. Like, here's another thumb drive.
All right, I'll pass this along to some of my other talent, see what they dig up. But feel free to take a look yourselves. Just be careful. Make sure there's no. I'm not going to tell you how to do your jobs, but just make sure there's
You're literally
no.
your job is to tell us how to do our job.
Look, it's just like I know I don't have to babysit you guys. All right.
I see
Let's
the
just
frustration
sigh.
and I just pour him a shot.
I just sigh. I'm like, look,
I'm like, sorry.
I get
And
what
then
you're
just
trying
pour
to
a
say,
shot.
buddy. You are trying to tell us these are your options. We should pick them carefully. I
It's
understand.
like, nah, I'm just telling you, whatever you do, like, don't be stupid about it. Not that
You're
I
gonna
think
be
you
stupid,
will,
be smart
but
about it. Got it.
yeah, be smart. Be smart.
You're
Like,
gonna be
make
stupid, be smart about it.
make sure this thing isn't like super booby trapped or something. Like, accessing this file will open up a localized black hole or some shit. We don't need that.
Oh, I have an idea.
What?
You just gave me ideas.
No,
Why
do
would
not
you
open
tell
up
them
a black
to-
hole.
Hey, 01. How many booby traps can you put on this thing?
I mean, it's a thumb
Ooh.
drive. So I'm assuming
Not much.
I copied the data to it. The data could have some problems, but whatever
Yeah.
device I'm gonna
Yeah.
So,
I'll put in a
Yeah.
Faraday cage so it can't
But
call.
can you
hold on.
can you
So,
slipstream? But can
let me-
you slipstream some viruses in there?
let me say some shit here. All right. You guys copied the data without any issues, so like there's no file protections on this thing.
Yeah, I figured there's just the
So,
cracked
like-
file that I need to do.
Yeah,
It's probably a virus that just wants to spread.
Maybe. You don't know. But, War Mage is just like, hey, like, be careful with this, You do your due diligence when you crack this open.
Yeah.
Oh, this reminds me of a cousin of mine who freed an AI and put it in a robot. Called
Oh
it
no.
Johnny.
Oh no. Jesus. But yeah.
So we got this ship up here to deal with. Do you have any
Right.
thoughts on that?
Yeah, do you want to help us?
I
sell
would
a
like
ship,
you to
or-
not park the transport on top of my bar. There's no way that's up to code.
You know people that might want to buy it?
You guys have a new contact.
Yeah, I know. I pull out a card. I'm like, we gotta contact this dude.
Yeah, from the guy who just betrayed
That
us.
isn't that the guy that tried to kill us? Are we just
Could be
selling him his helicopter back?
No,
Probably.
No, the guy who betrayed us is already dead, but the guy who gave us the card betrayed us. So that guy could just be like a fallback.
I thought they were the same guy for some
It
reason.
was the same dude.
Yeah, it was Agent Smith both times.
I thought
We got
I
the
thought
guy,
he gave him a card
guy
saying
back
this
at
is,
us.
I called this guy.
Yeah, well, so one of you negotiated that like you wanted an arms dealer contact, and he just gave you one. And
Yeah, all right.
Okay,
know,
that guy. Yeah.
yeah, that's what you're.
But it's a
Yeah,
contact we got from a dude who betrayed us. Is it really a contact we want to go to?
It's a contact who probably doesn't have any qualms about working with us.
yeah, it is an arms dealer.
Yeah, I think we're good. I'm happy with trying to turn around and sell it to him, but is there a proverbial black box that I could maybe yank out first?
Yeah, you could probably when we get to downtime, that's probably something you could yank some of the shit out of there before you sell it off. Definitely not legal, but yeah. when has that stopped you?
What about this is?
Huh?
What about this is legal?
Oh, nothing.
There we go. What's more What's
It
one
would-
more thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, another thing War Mage asked you about. He's like, so, did you fight any of their soldiers on the ground before you took off?
Yeah, we killed them all.
All right. Did
We didn't
they?
so much fight them. We fired a missile at them and killed most of them. And
Yeah.
almost.
That's fighting, right?
Yeah. Were you able to like? Did you see if they had any kind of identifying marks on them? Unit patches, that type of shit.
Before or after the missile hit them?
Hey, where did we get this broken helmet?
I mean-
Was that from them or the,
Yeah, you guys did strip a suit of armor from them, so.
So that shit you're wearing, it looked like that, just like that.
Yeah.
And there was a helmet.
So you just point
I
to
have
it.
broken.
So, yeah, there's it's basically scrubbed clean. There's no like unit markings or rank or anything of the sort. It's nothing you could identify them with. And War Mage points over to the pile of dead bodies. He's like, yeah, it's the same with them. Maybe we could figure out what outfit these guys are from, but they're smart and didn't plaster their name all over themselves. So, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna cough a little bit and point to the branded friggin' grenades we have and go, huh? Wouldn't you know? Subtlety.
They're grenades. They explode.
What, my branded grenades?
Why do they need to be branded?
My grenades are branded.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she's giving your grenade shit.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. The glow things. Is this the logo?
But yeah, so after you guys are done giving War Mage the skinny, he's like, listen, I know you were promised whatever Smith there promised you, but I'll at least give you your standard pay to help take the sting out of the betrayal. So I think I told you this last session, but you guys get 2,500 each. War Mage basically pulls some money out of his emergency fund to, give you guys something for your efforts, other than a heli jet.
Yeah, we got some stuff, but okay.
Yeah.
Bet he can't wait to get Sugar Mama to replace that.
Jesus. But yeah, so you
On a
guys.
sheet.
Sorry, what was that?
I thought that. I'm just looking at the sheet going, where's money?
Uh,
Oh, I found it. I
yeah,
found it
it's the
somewhere.
UCR. Yeah.
Oh, did we add money to my sheet when we did that? It doesn't matter. I think
I don't know.
You'll know
Okay.
because 25,000 is a lot.
No, it's
Oh, yeah, no.
2,500.
2,500.
Not 25,000.
So do you have more or less than 2,500? Any? Or sorry.
I'm trying to. It's okay. I'm trying to look. I should have paid more attention when you were updating this for me.
That's all right. Here, let me pop it open. No. Looks like you only got 1,000 right now.
Okay. Yeah, we did not touch that. So, but
Okay.
we did update all my other stuff. So I have things now, guys.
Okay.
More things.
So that means you should be at 3,500.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you didn't. There we go. I'm poking around in your sheet.
I could tell.
All right. There we go. So we're all set there. So you guys, War Mage would like you guys to deal with that heli jet sooner rather than later. So, you guys wanna reach out to the arms dealer?
Yeah, to Umbra.
I want to get to work.
Well, Conrad Voss.
Yeah.
I made a I made a little sheet here. I'll pop this open. There you go. Definitely legally distinct Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
But yeah, you guys, who's handling the call?
Who's got the best persuasion or face skills?
Depends. Is he straight?
Well, you're gonna be over the phone, so I don't think that would
I
come
can
into
have
play.
a voice.
Oh, that's
All right,
true.
whatever.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could count.
Okay.
You talked like Dr. Girlfriend, though.
Yeah. So are you making the call?
Yeah, I'll make the call.
All right. So you punch in the comm code. Beep boop boop beep boop.
Beep boop 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 boop.
And you're met immediately with a monotone robotic voice. Hello, you have reached Conrad Voss's Emporium. How may I help you today?
Hello, are you looking to buy, sell, or trade? Because, what does the Emporium do? I'd like to meet.
Mr.
We have
Voss
something.
deals in all manner of military equipment. If you have something to sell, I can set up an appointment.
That would be lovely, thank you.
Very well. What is your location?
Mexico.
Can we go to you?
No. What is your location?
Is she on
Turn
speaker
to
while she? Is she on speaker while this is happening?
Yes. Yep. After she said no, I put her on speaker. I put them on speakerphone.
Can I lean over and use Gibberlink to get the
Oh my
AI?
God.
Yeah, to have a whole conversation with the AI agent. In like 2 seconds.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, you're basically talking to like an AI assistant type of deal, so. Oh my God.
And yeah, I'm just gonna hand the phone over to the one who can just do that.
All right.
We just start shouting it up.
Yeah. So this AI assistant is named Raymond, and he facilitates
Hey, Ray Ray.
Voss's dealings for him, and sets up his schedule because he's a very busy man.
Understood. And I explained the delicate situation that we're in, that we were just betrayed by our last employer, but we came out of it with and I give out the exact model
Yeah.
of VTOL. And we'd like to meet somewhere inconspicuous to potentially sell it to your employer.
Excellent. Yeah, so he just goes, please hold, and, it starts playing, like, elevator music, like, do 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 do. So you guys are all sitting there listening to this elevator music play out of, Iliad's comlink for, 5 minutes
Which
or
is
so.
kind of just, which is like the Lilo and Stitch, where they put the record on and then open Stitch's head and just comes out his mouth.
Yeah. So yeah, he comes back a little bit later, and he says, "Now, Mr. Voss would like to see the merchandise in person. Would you be able to?"
Never mind. Can
Sorry,
you not hear me again?
we can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, did I lose him again? But
Oh, your audio just changed too. Like you sound different.
yeah, I changed when I thought you couldn't hear me. I
Oh.
changed what my info was. I'll
Jeez.
change it back.
No, this one sounds cleaner.
Oh, the other one sounded
Actually,
better.
Yeah.
This one just sounds cleaner in general. I don't know if it's better or not, but it's cleaner.
Yeah.
I'll keep it with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can always adjust volume. We
Yeah,
cannot improve
yeah.
your sound quality.
Yeah, this one is a bit quiet though. Like of the two voices, the other one's louder for some reason.
Yeah.
Of the two audio
The
sources.
other one is my headphone. This is my computer.
Oh,
Gotcha, so
yeah,
you'll
it's
wanna
further
upscale.
away.
I just turned her up to 170 or whatever.
All right.
I change people's volumes constantly. I
Yeah,
don't care.
yeah. Such is life.
If only you could do that in real life.
I know.
I know.
You're annoying. I'm turning you off.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, he's asking for, you know, he wants to see the merchandise, you know, because it's a pretty big ticket item. He wants to know where you guys are, you know, where you're located, where can you meet so he can see what you're selling.
Do we have a list of places we would be able to land a jet that's not conspicuous?
That's shit. That is
Like-
kind of a problem.
Like, do we go to the edge of
Wasteland?
Mr. State again, or the fringes of it?
I mean, it's also okay to just do it here. Like, this is a fairly isolated location. Like, you guys do deals here anyway.
Can we? Yeah, I'd like to ask Warmage if it's okay if we do that.
He's like, yeah, the sooner you get rid of that thing, the better.
You can take delivery from the roof. And then
Yeah, like, whatever you gotta do.
Okay.
And I assume that I'd be scampering up there to gut parts soonish.
Yeah, and you're gonna be, going through it. Yeah,
The
because
rocket launcher.
he's not gonna immediately show up. So, like, you guys got a little bit of time before he shows up.
throw a tarp over
weaponry.
it.
Yeah, so if you want to,
Yeah,
like,
weaponry.
yank out the black box, and you guys are pulling the weapons off.
I wasn't going to take
What
weapons
if-
off. I was thinking, like, throw a tarp over
You
it. so it
guys
doesn't look-
don't, like, have the equipment to really do any kind of maintenance on this thing. Like,
Yeah, we know. That's why we're not
need
keeping it.
you need a hanger, like, to offload the weapons and shit. Like,
Oh no,
Yeah,
I just mean
those-
like weapons kept in the glove box. Like that kind of weapons.
oh no,
no.
I'm talking about the
I
missiles
was-
and the miniguns and shit
I
mounted to the
was
thing.
wondering if any of the weapons are compatible with our van.
Again,
Which is a fair question.
you don't have the equipment to remove them intact, so it doesn't matter.
What if I
Also, I
grab them
figured
and
that's part
teleport
of
real
the-
hard?
part of the spell.
I have telekinesis and
I do have
have
tools,
repair
but it would
skill,
take
so
forever
I
to
could-
pull that.
You can remove them, but you won't be able to attach them to anything because you're just gonna shear them out apart.
No, I'm just gonna.
Also,
I'm just gonna use telekinesis to twist the nuts.
Oh
But-
god.
guys, if we
Gross.
sell a
Alright,
helijet,
Guys.
let the weapons go.
Guys, stop
if we
breaking our deal.
sell a helijet, you can buy a new gun for the car
Yeah.
with the money from the helijet.
Let's
Exactly.
And we will
let's
get
just,
the
more
option.
money. Yeah. We can get a
let's
better
just
gun.
remember. Let's just remember. Let's save breaking the GM for things that matter.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's had a long day. He's tired. Let's be nice.
I'm not tired.
I've already asked him
filled
about.
with
I've already
spite.
asked him about liquid capsaicin bombs. For Christ's sake.
Exactly.
And I told you we have stats.
Sorry, internet.
It's okay. But yeah, so you got you said you wanted to pull out the black box. Like, yeah, you could do that. It's gonna be messy, but you can do it, and like that's a thing you want to get rid of anyway, you know.
Precisely.
Yeah, can we like
I
do
want
the
to know where it
fingerprint
came
thing?
from, and I want other people to not know where it came from. So there.
Right.
So is that more of a hacking thing than a let's rip it out?
Depends on how you want to approach it. Like, if you're just, I guess it could be both if you wanted to wipe it too.
Either way, I'm fine with rip out. You know, whichever works.
Yeah, like if you
Well,
rip
is it
it
gonna
out and
decrease the?
Are they going to be looking?
Is it gonna affect the resale value if we rip it out? Because we don't need it for anything, so we could just wipe
just
it.
get the
I feel like
info.
would be easier.
Just get the flight log info and wipe it. That's fine.
yeah, if you wipe it, it's probably better for the resale value
All right,
rather
we
than
can
tearing
do
the
that.
thing out. But
We can do that. We'll keep that information handy.
I'd say you can still assist with repair because like you need to like find where to access it and shit.
Yeah, like where
So
it
like
exists.
we could
Gotcha.
say that's a hacking roll, and then you could assist that with a repair roll if you guys
Fair
want to
enough.
do it that way.
Sure.
All right.
So it's a +1 on mine.
Yep. +1 on your hacking.
All right, and I have a bypass of 4.
Oh,
If
can I
there's a
help too?
firewall.
Because I have electronics.
Yeah,
Sure.
you could help with electronics.
I want to participate.
Also, side note, you forgot to dole out bennies.
Thank you. I I was just in such a rush to get started, you know?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Unfortunate.
The one thing I actually know how to do, I fail.
That's fine.
So
I'll
do
take
we
a
need
full
to?
board.
Does he know where the box is and was able to get the data all by himself?
Well, he hasn't done there. Yeah, you got the hacking. All right. Yeah, so with the 4 on the bypass, yeah, you have no problem like cracking the encryption on this thing. And yeah, you're able to wipe it. No problem.
Cool. Do I get any good data off of it first, or?
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I was interested.
Yeah.
Where did it come from? Because that'd be.
yeah, where did it come from? Shit. How you gotta figure that out?
I mean, that could just be a yes. You found that information out. You
Yeah,
can figure that
yeah.
out.
You grab that. You know, looking at like the recent logs, it looks like it did come from a military facility recently.
I'll pass that along to War Mage.
You don't want to. You don't want to use the. You don't want to like just send it back to him with all the ordnance set to explode.
No, I want the money.
We want money.
Money's good. All right. Yeah. So you guys. Yeah. So that thing's ready to go. So you guys. So you've done that. So he'll like meet you guys the next day. And here, let's get the bar cleaned up here. We'll move you guys back to the non, murder one. There you go. Everybody's back and partying.
Burger bar, less fun.
Yeah, the less.
The vibe.
Yeah, all the blood on the walls.
What's
But yeah,
Dr.
it's-
Manhattan drinking?
that is a blue centaur person.
Can we have left some of the blood on the walls?
There might be like a painting hung up over it because he couldn't scrub it out all the way or something.
I mean, I
That's
went to a
what
bar that still
prestidigitation
had
is for.
bullet holes in the ceiling from Wyatt Earp, so like I don't know. Sometimes it's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to tell. This place is already a fucking dive.
Fair.
Maybe
But yeah,
blood,
so you
maybe
guys,
some other substance.
yeah, could be blood, could be cranberry sauce. You don't know.
The goose disposed of it. We don't have to worry about it.
The what?
The goose disposed of it. We're fine.
The goose took care of it.
Oh yeah.
Do not ask questions. But anyway, so you guys are chilling, waiting for the dude, and here where you you see him. You see this dude in kind of a wearing aviators and a kind of like he's wearing what used to be a nice suit, but it's all beat up at this point. And he rolls up to your table. He's like, "Hello,
Holy crap,
Conrad Voss. Good to meet some prospective customers." And he offers a handshake.
I shake his hand.
I offer my hand, but I do it in the way that looks like I expect it to be kissed. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I said it, and then I changed my mind a quarter of the way through, so I'm totally kidding. Do not take this seriously.
It's all good. So, I understand you guys have a nice bird you'd like to offload.
No, the goose isn't for sale. We don't even know him.
Beat me to it.
The other kind of bird.
Yeah, do you want to come see it?
I think he means the heli jet.
Yeah, he's talking about the heli jet. So you guys, you take him up to the roof?
Yes.
All right, I don't have a map for the roof, so just use your imagination here. So you guys lead him up to the roof where you've got the heli jet parked, and he's kind of starts eyeballing it, and he's like, "Oh, excellent, very nice. This is Sovereignty era tech, back from the old days. Say what you will about the fascist regime, but they knew how to build a jet." And he's, just inspecting it and shit. And he's like, "All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna have to get a bunch of people up in here to pull this thing apart and, sell all the components, basically. So I can't give you a ton of money for it, but I can give you some store credit if you'd like. Maybe a discount. What do you guys think?"
I think I want actual money.
I think it depends what the store looks like.
Yeah, well, I'm happy with store credit depending on the volume of it. I understand we're not going to get MSRP on this.
Yeah, so he's a high-end arms dealer. He deals with the government, with megacorporations.
Then why doesn't he have a better suit?
He's a working man. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those suits that are bulletproof, so you don't. And they don't
it might not be something he wants to, pop out his picture again. So, but yeah.
If you dress like you have money, people will take your money.
Yeah. So he's kind of trying to fit in with the the crowd he's used to dealing with,
Got it.
But yeah, so yeah, he's very well connected. He can get you guys pretty much anything that's military availability, and that includes cyberware and shit.
All right, how much credit are we talking?
She's like, "I can do let's say 50K for each of you, and I'll throw in a little 10% discount as I assume you'll be wanting future dealings with me."
Yes, please.
That sounds fair.
All right, you guys are good with that? You're not going to try to squeeze him for a little more, or?
I'm not a face.
I'm gonna
squeeze.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the
10%.
10%, in perpetuity. Is what I'm gonna start with.
No, he's saying 10% forever. If you're buying from him.
Okay.
That was his opening offer.
Do I have guys, I'll say it, but someone whisper in my ear what to ask for. Jeez.
Ask him for how many of us are there? 6. Ask him for Ask him for 20,000 in actual credits, and we'll tell him where he can find. And he can find 2 more of these things, though they might not be in flying.
How much would
That guy's not one of you guys. So there's 5 of you.
I just want to get our living expenses paid for this month.
Yeah, I don't even know what those are.
You guys already got it just from doing the job. Like your base pay is covering your living expenses for the month.
Unless
what's the discount on?
Well,
what's the discount on bolt grenades?
Yeah, so 10%.
The discounts for everything he has. So anything that's like military, military hardware, he can get you.
All right, let's call it 20% off, or we keep it as it is, but we also get 20,000 credits. That are credits in addition to the.
Okay, yeah. So you want, you guys were saying like you'll, given the location of the 2 downed ones as well for.
Yes.
For money.
Yes.
All right.
And then I'm gonna try to push it up to, I don't know, like 15% off, just because I feel like I should try and not just.
Yeah, we'll roll persuasion.
Okay, hold on. Are they, is he attracted to me?
Probably. Yeah, you get your bonus here.
Gonna offer
Okay.
a handy.
Jesus.
No, I'm pretty. I don't have to do that.
Jesus. Alright, yeah, go ahead and roll your persuasion then. And I'll roll his.
Miscellaneous. Is it gonna put my +2 in automatically, or do I have to add that?
Yeah, it should. That I think we set it up so that's added.
Okay.
Yeah, you're yeah. So you got a 4, not super great, but let's see what he rolls. Oh man. So you are like not good at this negotiation thing at all. Yeah, if you want to Benny that, do you want to Benny that? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still didn't do great.
Yeah, but with the 6, you stopped him from getting a raise, so you didn't lose anything from the deal, right? So he's like, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you what I initially offered. For the location of the downed vehicles, I'll throw you guys 10K in cash.
I'm gonna like nod to everyone, and
That's fine with me.
I guess
Yep.
that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
these 2 together was just still +2, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you had it upgraded, right? Or
Well, I have it as an edge and as a special ability. I put both of them in there right now.
Oh yeah, because you started with attractive and then you got the implant that bumped you up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you effectively just have very attractive, which is the +2. Yeah. So you have the +2. But yeah, so you guys make the deal. Over the next couple days, he's coming in and out with like a crew of people to like move the thing out of here.
Is that 10,000 each?
No.
No.
Okay.
So that's split 5. So that's you each get another 2K. This is not bad. But yeah, you each get the 50K worth of like store credit. And yeah, you do get the 10% discount from that as well. From anything you're gonna buy from him. But yeah, like if you guys have it figured out what you want, like just go ahead and grab it. You'll have downtime. You guys are gonna have like a week of downtime, so as long as you're not getting anything ridiculous, like you'll have it by the end of the week. But Iliad, I wanted to point something out to you. So you can get a military version of cyberware, which cranks the strain way down. And I was going to suggest you use the 50k to get the augmentation that gives you an extra action.
Yes. Okay.
But
yes,
because
I have that written down somewhere. What
yeah,
that is,
but if you get the military grade version of it, it drops from 5 strain to only 2 strain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's going to be most of your 50k, even with the discount. Because I think the base cost of that is 10k, and then military grade cyberware is 10 times the cost. So that'll be 50k for that. But then you have the 10% discount, so that'll knock off. Yeah, so it'll be 45,000 for that if you want to do that. But getting that this early in the game would be pretty nuts. You can just take 2 actions all the time. Like that's
what I'm looking at.
Is that's what you're doing too?
I got my list that I sent you, and I'm like, I'm able to get everything on the lower end of the tier with what he's offering. So
yeah, so yeah, if you guys,
find what that's called.
I think it's just called. Let me open up my thingy. Augmentations. I think it's just called. It's just called additional action.
It's not on the list we made, so I'm confused.
Oh well, here. Let me.
So.
Oh yes, it is. Got it.
All right.
I'm just checking.
Sorry, what?
So it was 10k, but the military one is not 10k.
It's 5 times the cost, so it's. I don't know if this is gonna work, but no, that didn't work. But that's I just posted the description in the chat. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Dave is getting most of his things.
Now I can save for all my other stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta update my sheet.
I kind of want to do that too, and then I'll take strain, the thing that lets you avoid strain.
Penalties. Cyber Mystic.
Yeah.
You guys
That's
are all
getting.
So you guys are all getting fucking juiced up.
I mean, I don't see a downside.
Jesus. Well, there is a downside for you psychic types. You do get penalties to your psionics rolls. If for every, it's -1 to the roll for every 2 points of strain you have. Because psionics don't play nice with augmenting you, but there is an edge that lets you reduce that penalty. Cyber Mystic.
Yeah.
But
he was already talking about taking that.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
if
I'm
you're,
saying. I don't see why I wouldn't just do that if I can afford it.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
can afford this right now. Yeah. So you guys, that's a big ticket item, so you won't get it until like the end of your week of downtime. So like you won't be able to install it right away, but once you have downtime again, you can get your surgery and have everything plugged in.
How does mine work? Just plug and play?
I think you're gonna need to spend some time in a shop getting everything,
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just
Dimitri.
So yeah, when
Dimitri do it?
yeah,
Instead of going to hospital, you're going to a machine bank.
So the cost of this includes the medical care associated with installing it. So you don't need to worry about that. But for RP purposes, if you wanted to have your guy do it, but also the military grade shit, it's probably not even something that they install. It's probably some nanotech shit that just rewires your body. So they you just need to like be in recovery for a week because your whole fucking nervous system's getting rewritten.
Even though I'm already a cyborg?
You still have human parts, man. Your brain and shit is still there. And yeah, this is basically like a wired reflexes type of thing, so but is that what like everyone's getting except for 01 who's getting something similar?
I'm getting
I mean, if that's what we can afford, I don't see a reason not to, because every time I've done anything, my issue has been number of actions, not anything else.
Yeah, like do what you guys want to do.
Oh my God.
Getting a wingsuit.
No, that's
I thought we'd already added this.
There's a solid reason not to do that, because it is got 5 strain.
Yeah.
2 strain.
The military grade version of it, it's you have the strain and round down, so that lowers it to 2 strain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you take cyber weaving, and then
cyber mystic reduces the penalty. Yeah.
Right. And we have an edge to take.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
I just can't think of anything that would make more sense.
Right.
Am I wrong here?
No, like that's fair, man. And then with the 10% knocked off, it'll be 45k, so you'll still have 5k left over for fucking grenades, So
2 grenades around for everybody.
But yeah, like I'll let you guys. I don't think we're gonna be getting too far into the next job today, so like we'll have time to figure. You guys will have time to figure all that shit out. But next, so I wanted to get into doing downtime now that we've resolved all that stuff. So basically, in between jobs, you guys will have like downtime. There's a few different options you can do. So let me pop the rules out for that. Where do I got that shit? There we go. Shabam. So basically, you can take one of these actions whenever you got downtime. So you can carouse, which you spend money to basically hang out with people to be owed favors to cash in at a later date. You can center, which gives you conviction, which is kind of like a super Benny that you keep between sessions. You can earn money. We went over getting cyberware installed or removed. You can do research. So research can be like, if you want to look into something, that could be like what you're doing for analyzing the data. But if you're someone with powers, you can also use research to basically have like a temporary power in your arsenal.
I have lots of research.
Yeah,
you only get to use it once, right?
Yeah. It's you get one action for the week. Like you're spending the whole week doing this. If you're wounded, you can rest. You get natural healing, or I guess some of you guys need someone to repair you. I get that rest would kind of cover that. And then you can do training, which gives you like you spend a week training, and it gives you a free reroll for one skill or attribute for a whole encounter. So like, and you only trigger that like when you fail a roll. So if you want to have like for you psionics guys, if you want to have a free psionics reroll in your back pocket for emergencies, like that's something you could do. But yeah, who wants to go first
right now,
for their downtime?
Well, we're all going to the hospital, it sounds like.
What? No, you're not. So you don't have your cyberware yet. You won't. It'll take you time. It'll take time for him to get that shit to you. So you won't. Yeah, you won't have it for this week.
Was, but our week was. Oh, it's 2 weeks though. You said, right? Or 3?
It'll be the end of this week that you're doing now that you get your cyberware. So you can't install it yet because you don't have it. because it's
Okay,
it's
but
going to
if we
take him time to
did-
deliver that to you.
It would go under edges and advances, and it would increase our strain by one.
You put cyberware under your special abilities, and
Got it.
and then you adjust your strain
By one because it's military?
by 2. It's reduced to
I'm at
2.
max then.
No, I don't think you are. Hold up. And again, you don't have it yet, so don't put it on your sheet. Put it in like your inventory, you know. Oh yeah, your current is 5, and then your that would bump you up to your max strain, but you were gonna take those edges later that improved your strain, right?
I think so.
I think
have
those
it
were
on my list.
yeah. I think those are
Cyber-tolerant,
cyber tolerant, and then cyber samurai.
Cyber samurai.
Yeah, so that'll give you, like, if you take both of those, that's another 4 strain. And so you can actually go over your maximum. You can actually go up to double your maximum, but that's like the safe maximum. If you go over that, you have to start. You basically roll on a random table to see if your cyberware comes with a weird quirk, because you're, like, really pushing things.
Oh, it's wild magic.
Kinda, yeah. But it's like, it's permanent with the cyberware until you, like, remove it or have it reinstalled. But yeah, like, your max is your safe maximum. You can go up to double that if you really want to push. Just so you know. But yeah, you could get that too, and that would put you at your maximum. But you know, that's not a hard stop for you if you want more cyberware. But yeah, once you do get installed, you can add it under your special abilities. Note the strain and things like that. But yeah, so you guys don't have that yet. You will get that at the end of this week after you have done your downtime, and then you can install it on your next downtime. But yeah, so for this week, what are people doing? I know.
Conviction again. It gives you conviction if you center, but what is conviction?
So it's kind of like a super Benny. You use it, and it gives you a. So for one round, it gives you you add a d6 to all of your rolls, including
your attacks.
Including attack and damage. And it is an exploding d6, so it can explode. And then if you have bennies, you can spend bennies to keep that going.
Okay.
So it's like a super Benny, basically. It's
I knew the Super Benny part, but I didn't fully get what Super Benny meant.
I know. Sorry. I wanted to explain it quick and not get too deep into it, but
I wasn't criticizing.
Yeah, no. It's all good. But yeah, I
think I'll take center so that I can all
right. Let me here, and that's I'll get the poker chips for that. So let me here, these here, so shit. Yeah, metadocs, there you go. So the poker chips are your super bennies, and you keep those between sessions, and like you can stack them too. So like you can get multiple iterations of conviction. I don't think there's a maximum on them.
I figure I'll take that in case I need, so that I can do like super tanking.
Yeah. Like if you're like, I really need to soak this.
Yeah, I'll take that for the sanity of it. I would just like one.
Okay.
That's
there you
an
go.
easy thing to be like, you know what? I'll have one.
Yeah, and centering is like you're basically just relaxing or doing whatever like helps you like focus and work off
funny.
stress.
One of the examples I have is
VR LARPing.
The examples are pretty funny. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the hero focuses on things that bring her peace. She might code a new game, volunteer at a homeless shelter, enjoy an immersion VR LARP, paint, read, write, dance, or go on a date.
Write a new game? That's kind of...
We live in the future, man. You just get the AI to do all the work nowadays.
I know someone who decided that they're making AI dream now.
Oh, jeez. Let's not get into that. I don't need existential dread in my cyberpunk. Sorry, go ahead.
You have to like the power has to be at your rank. You can't get
right.
You can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's probably not worth a lot right now because you guys are all novice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be better when you get higher level. But 01, you wanted to look into the files, right?
Yeah, I can do the files now, or I could carouse. Either one's fine.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do the files.
Yeah, so that'll be research. So we'll just do that as like a general hacking roll. We don't have to make a whole thing of it. So go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the. Oh, nice. Fucking double raise. All right. Yeah. So you start going through the files. There's no like protections on them or anything because they were being held in like a secure facility. Mm-hmm. You know, like they were already in a physically secure location, so there really wasn't a need to throw on, you know, digital shit. And presumably people were like accessing this frequently, so they didn't want to, you know. But yeah, so you're going through it. And initially, so that whatever this is, it looks like it's incomplete. It's like the part of a whole. And it's hard to really see what it is without knowing what the whole is. But you, as you know, a former drone, you recognize that a decent chunk of the code is very similar to your own like neural matrix. So this presumably was they were trying to code like maybe some kind of advanced like drone AI from what you're looking at here. But as you're going through it, you also find a number of log files. And basically, so this facility is from the Terran Sovereignty era. So, you know, when the, you know, authoritarian government was running the show. Basically, this facility, from these logs, you know, you kind of extrapolate from what you've recognized in the code. It looks like they were trying to build like some kind of like strategic AI to help manage like the military. But as the log entries get closer to like, you know, present day, you see a lot of people. There's like correspondence expressing a lot of doubt, even danger, like about how dangerous this could be. And then you see orders come in from the elders, who were, you know, from what you know of the Terran Sovereignty, were like the ruling class. So like directly from the top, we're basically like, hey, we know what you're working on. You're going to cease immediately. But work kept going on this.
Does this sound familiar to like, do they have people involved that I'm not doing the research, but I live with him, would he be saying things?
I don't know. But
he knows
my
shit. He knows as much as I do about me.
But TLDR, this seems like a code fragment for some kind of like super combat AI that even the ruling class of the authoritarian government was like, yeah, hey, you need to stop. This is a bit much.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what you have is a fragment, so it's not functional. But it does raise a lot of questions about like who the fuck were these people who wanted you to recover it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what you can glean from the files. Do you have any specific questions you want to ask about it? Because I might be forgetting shit.
It's just a fragment, so it's not enough that I could have a chat.
No, it's like I can't think of a good comparison, but it's like yeah, like there's not enough of it to like engage with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it may not have even. But yeah, TLDR, some kind of scary AI thing that the old government was working on against orders from their ruling class. So who's next?
Also, who wants this information that we can sell it?
I know some people who would, but I don't want us to work with them. So I will not tell anyone in the group except for 01 because I tell him everything.
Yay!
So I think I'd likely just carouse the seedy underworld area.
Alright.
Bar of ne'er-do-wells or what have you. Spend a little loot and kind of see who shows up in terms of what they can tell us about little organized crime in the area and all that good shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, if you guys are carousing, just add like a favor in your inventory, and like specify that you got it when you were novice, because the rank is kind of like how powerful that favor could be. But that is something you can call in if you like need help on a job or whatever. You know, like when the time comes, you decide the nature of it. You know, right now it's just kind of a vague shape thing. Like, oh yeah, so and so said he'd do such and such for me, and you don't have to specify until you need it.
Like a minor one-time contact.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you're trying to like infiltrate a building, maybe you could be like, oh yeah, my favor was, you know, one of the guards left the back door unlocked, or left the fire exit unlocked for me, or whatever type of thing. You know, like that's what favors are for. And
Gotcha.
they get bigger and more expensive as you guys rank up. So. But you guys also get paid more as you rank up, so, you know, you win some, you lose some.
I don't want to carouse, but I want to go with who said that they were carousing. Is that my little otter guy?
Yeah.
It is.
Squeak 182 there.
I would like to accompany Squeak in his carousing as training for persuasion.
Oh, yeah, alright, there you go. That works. I don't know how to mark that on your sheet, but you know, maybe put it in your
put it in the notes.
Yeah, either your notes or your inventory is you got the persuasion training. But yeah. Did we miss anybody? Everybody get downtime?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys do your thing for the week. And after the week, War Mage calls you back to Miller's. Tells you like, hey, I got some work for you if you're interested. This one's from me, so no worrying about getting stabbed in the back this time, hopefully.
Promise I won't shoot you.
So you guys head back to Miller's.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it gave me my +2. I don't think I checked off that he was attracted to me.
Oh, well, your roll had the +2 in it.
It did? Okay.
Yeah. If you hover over the number, it'll show you.
Weird. Okay. Doesn't have a plusy thing on the thing, but okay, cool. Never mind. Sorry.
It's there. It's there. Trust me. I can see it. I'm looking at it.
Okay. Well, then I don't know how to roll without it.
That's whatever. Don't worry about it. We can always adjust it as needed, you know.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, so you guys head back to Miller's. War Mage tells the Nrac lady here to man the bar while he talks to you guys. Oh yeah, I gotta get Nick Cage out of here. Or sorry, legally distinct Nick Cage. And you guys are off here.
This is Nikolai Sell. Oh wait, Nick Cage
Jesus.
is Nikolai. Well, I don't know.
It's fine. Conrad Voss is the character's name. But anyway, so you guys meet at your usual table. War Mage comes over and he sits down. What is that? Sorry, my Roll20 was glitching out for a second. That's weird. Alright. But, anyway. So yeah, he sits down and he's like, alright, so I don't know about you guys, but, pretty tired of employers trying to backstab mercenaries, so I'd like to do something about that. Been working on a little side project. You know, sort of a think of it as like a dating app for mercenaries. Not actually dating, but you know what I mean. You know, a way to anonymously match employers and employees for these gigs that we do, and arrange it in such a way that betrayal would not be wouldn't be worthwhile.
1-star ranking.
Yeah, but like maybe a little more teeth than that. I'm still workshopping it, but anyway, the point is, I need some help with this. I know a few hacker types who are pretty solid, but there's this one person I've been trying to get on my payroll. I think it's time I made another attempt at that. And so he throws down a like a thumb drive on the table. Put together a little dossier. I'm mispronouncing words now, guys. Oh no. I put together a little dossier on this hacker I'd like to bring under my wing and help me on this project. You guys take a look?
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me sorry, alright. So you get this this lady by the name of Imogen Simmons. And her image is like this awkward corporate headshot. But yeah, so she used to be a some sort of junior VP for Sol Industries InfoSec, so you know, and she's like a young 20-something, and that's not the type of person who ends up as a junior VP of InfoSec. So, you know, clearly she knows what she's doing, but, you know, naturally I've been keeping tabs on her, so I dug a little deeper. She's got a bunch of hacker aliases she goes by. You'll see them listed in the dossier here. But generally, she's sort of the sort of a hacktivist type. You know what I mean? Kind of helping out the little guy where she can. What's up?
What's her favorite food?
What? What? I don't know. Why?
What?
Can we find out? Can you find out?
Why do you need that?
Oh.
Oh no!
I know why he needs it.
Oh, I know exactly why you need it. And War Mage is like,
DoorDash.
War Mage, like, he snaps and he points his finger out. He's like, I see what you're putting down. All right, yeah, I'll let me dig into that. I'll see what I can find.
If I'm their delivery person for the next 300 deliveries, they're gonna have to talk to me eventually, right?
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, no, you can totally figure out a way to that can be your in. We'll we can roll it out. But yeah, so War Mage tells you, like, so I have like a rough idea where she at. Pretty sure she's operating her hackery out of an old net relay station. But she doesn't stay in one place for long, so we kind of gotta jump on this soon. And this should go without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, I want her to work for me, so like, don't fucking hurt her.
I'm trying to wrap her with chocolate or sushi or whatever the hell it is she likes.
Yeah, if like, listen, I've talked to her a couple times. Listen. I've talked to her a couple times. She's pretty fiercely independent. She basically laughed in my face the last 2 times I, tried to offer her a job. But
But hey,
if,
what kind of working for you do you want? Do you want her to contract for you, or do you want her to be like a full-on W-2? Because we're not even full-on W-2. Wait, are we?
Look.
No. This is a gig economy, man. Like, she's gonna work for me hopefully in the same capacity that you guys are. That's my end game here.
You know, according to this, you know that she likes to do like activism stuff, right?
Yeah.
While we do this, find a job that we can present her that matches her interests.
All right, I'll see what I can come up with.
We'll just manage to get her talking to us, and then we'll say, hey, we have this job. It aligns with what you want to do anyway.
Yeah.
You want to make some money.
All right. Yeah, like, if you guys can convince her to come along, that's awesome. But let me put it another way. I really, really would like her to come work for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I look at her picture and I'm like, well, she's cute, so I don't care. Let's go for it. I don't even sugarcoat it.
Okay. Yeah, but that should be something that that should be more of a Squeak 182 thing to say.
You guys do not know Blink at all.
Yeah, Squeak 182 has the hindrance.
Yeah. But
He's
I don't know.
incapacitated.
Listen,
He can move me over easily.
she does have a certain je ne sais quoi about her. Certainly.
Look, Blink is smart. He just is like, oh, she's a smart girl. Cool. He's a nerd. He's literally a nerd.
Yeah, no, super nerd.
With a grenade fetish, but he's a nerd.
I think that counts. You're nerdy about explosives.
And changing reality.
Yeah. But here, I'm gonna take some notes because it sounds like you guys are already had the beginnings of a plan here. So, I think the core thing was you wanted to like intercept a, sorry, what's your the pulse drop?
Yeah, pulse drop.
Yeah, pulse drop delivery, and basically pose as the.
Not pose.
Well, I'm not going to pose. I'll actually deliver it.
Yeah, just actively take all of the jobs that get listed. Like when they
Oh
pop
yeah,
up,
yeah,
and
that's
be like,
right. You're on the.
Pick.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
This is my job, actually.
All right, I'll put intercept in quotes because just it's my notes. So, but yeah, I know what you're saying. You're gonna Blink is taking pulse drop jobs until.
Now I'm worried about DoorDash people stalking people. Great.
Oh no. Well, I mean, so there's probably I'm assuming the app would have like some protections, but you guys do have a hacker to get around that. So, yeah, I'll just add may need some hackery. Go ahead.
I'm going to not. I'm going to help on that hack roll if we do a hack roll for that, because I'm going to do it in a not hackery way where every time I order pulse drop, I select Blink as like my preferred shopper and give him 5 stars every single time and tip egregiously so that goes into the algorithm, but then make him pay me back in cash or cover my bar tab.
All right,
we
I'm
can
gonna
set it up so I just never deliver it.
Iliad will keep rating Blink 5 stars to push his rating up. And then you guys wanted to see if War Mage could find a job she might actually be interested in.
Yeah, something she'd actually like normally want to do anyway.
The cyber equivalent of a poison ivy job.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna
I make a really good poison ivy.
offer a
I'll
job
take these.
for interest.
I don't know, or maybe we can try
How
to
does
bribe her
that
with
work
that
when-
data we found.
When you need to do the other job.
Sorry, Garrett, I didn't hear a word you said. What were you saying?
No worries. I was just saying. So we're gonna bait and switch. We're luring her in with a job that matches her interests, but then War Mage really wants her to do a different job.
No. We're gonna get her.
It's legitimately going to be that job.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
still
but it's
get
better.
her the job, and you guys could even offer to help her on that job. You know?
Yeah,
I'm
it's just so
planning
that she
on it.
knows that it doesn't have to be misaligned with her values to work
Yeah,
for War
yeah.
Mage. It can be the two of them helping each other out. We're just finding a really good example of that to, like,
Let me-
sweeten the pot.
Let me flowchart this for you. I got her talking to me because I'm always there.
Sorry, go ahead.
I figure out. I got her talking to me because I'm always there.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna keep like showing up with her deliveries.
And then
I'm going to train him to not
once
be, to have that not come across as creepy.
Yeah, fair enough.
then if I get her talking to me, then I can ask her questions about what I already know she does.
Ooh, what if she doesn't? She leaves instructions for you to drop it off at the door.
Yeah, I don't know too many people that actually talk to their Uber Eats people. Or they just,
Do you
Depends
Uber
on
too, though?
they just
I
drop
don't
it off
Uber.
and take a picture.
Yeah.
I just magically appear with your order, so I don't know what to tell you. I mean, yeah, I guess you could. I mean, if you want to play it that way, you could, but it would be boring.
Ooh, wait, no. Just if she's ordering to public places or whatever, tell us where those are and we'll keep bumping into her like that person that's always next to you on the subway because you have the same commute. You can help us figure out her schedule a little bit better because you know when and where she DoorDashes.
Anyway, for your next job, I want you to stalk a woman.
No, I'm gonna be her new yoga bestie. We're gonna end up going to the same Pilates class.
Oh my
And then we're
god.
gonna be besties.
Look, I just wanted to try and nerd out with her. God damn it, you people! It's
I feel like
wrong.
I'm just going to be hacking in the background to make sure we know what she's ordering, and then like
Yeah.
knowing she's a hacker, just like dropping like hacker games on her. Like, I broke your PDD, haha. Like,
Weird hacker flirting.
well, just kind of be like, oh, there's somebody who's good enough to get into my gear.
Maybe you could attempt her with some geocaching. With like set it up like in her general area, and then just slowly beat her out of her comfort zone.
I could just leave a USB
all of a
stick
sudden
on my
you get-
computer every day.
Oh my gosh! Wait,
Security
with each
expert who
delivery you
doesn't-
leave. Which each delivery of food, you also leave like an encrypted thumb drive that's like a little puzzle until she keeps getting really excited about the little puzzles.
Or she just reports into security because
Drive written by 01. Makes perfect sense to me.
I mean, she can just throw it. It's not like I'm making her use the drives.
Oh, she
Yeah,
likes
and if
her
it's the
job,
same
so
sushi
that's
place,
what-
she might think it's the sushi person, not the DoorDash guy.
Here, I should roll for War Mage finding a job she would be interested in. So let me handle that. I'll roll his persuasion, which is gonna be high because
What,
he's
Doesn't
like
seem to know
a-
any of her hobbies.
What's wrong, Betty?
So let's see. Oh wow! All right, yeah,
I'm just trying
no,
to not meditate.
sorry, he had a D10 in fucking persuasion, and he rolled a fucking 3. So
Is she gay? Can I help?
Can I roll one of my bennies to get you to reroll?
I don't think so.
Can we get Iliad a job in the mailroom, and then?
Well, she doesn't work for the
I'm
corporation
very
anymore.
looking. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I can invite her to the cat cafe.
Listen, she isn't working for the corporation anymore. Like she got cut loose. I didn't mention that, but it's on the handout, but I forgot to mention it. But yeah, she doesn't. She's a former junior VP of InfoSec at Sol Industries.
That's what it says. Served as.
Yeah. I don't think I said that, maybe, but yeah, she doesn't work for the company anymore. She's doing her own shit.
Does she like cat cafes?
Of course she does.
I mean, I the GM know this information, but like I don't know if War Mage would know it, and I don't know if.
Can I do a research roll to like look up?
This is all stuff I'm gonna try and find out.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
part of the job.
Yeah. You know
I'm
what?
just
Yeah.
talking ahead of time.
Yeah. So, where you're trying to see if she has like an online presence you can kind of glean
something
info.
I can tie to her that's like, you know, her Instagram or something. Like, we see
Maybe we can divide by 0, like come up with a like some sort of bait thing for her to have.
Oh,
like,
actually, that reminded me of a thing.
I just go to Pilates with her.
Let me finish here first.
Right.
I need to get this out. One or more of you should roll research on her identity, right? Because you're trying to find out stuff about her. Oh my goodness! All right, 01 immediately with the double raise again. Yeah.
I found her
so
OnlyFans page.
no. So you so Imogen Simmons is a fabricated identity. You try to dig up info on her, and basically you find like nothing on the net older than like 2 years. And being a freelancer, you recognize like the hallmarks of like because you guys are all using like fabricated. You're all using fake CIDs. Like this is to you it's obvious this is a fake identity from like, you know, a cursory search.
She's already partway into the mercenary life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
And like it's it is incredibly unusual that she used this identity to get a corporate job, especially one that high level. So, like, either, like, this is an incredibly solid identity that she put together, or somebody in the corporation was aware and was, like, covering her ass.
It's called extortion.
Or extortion, you know.
Do I find her, even though it's falsified, her Instagram or whatever?
Yeah, you kind of find, like, some attempts to, like, you know, put, like, to make the identity real. So, like, you know, she has an Instagram with, like, a bunch of pictures of food, and, like, basically, like, weird angle shots that she's barely in. Yeah, there's probably cat photos. Yeah, she would. You can sort of discern she would probably be down with a cat cafe.
I only asked that because I actually have a contact at a cat cafe.
All right. Hey, sorry, Iliad. I want to get back to what you were asking. You said something about, like, you want to become her yoga buddy or something.
I just figured if she was always ordering smoothies, like, to a yoga studio she goes to, I could just start going to that yoga studio or whatever. I feel like that was in a show that I watched recently, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But
so
It will be.
I will say with the 12 there, you're kind of able to figure out, like, a rough idea of, like, her, you know, her schedule. So where the wherever she's, like her hideout, you know, the relay station, she's there most of the time. You know, she's, like, in her hacker cave doing hacker things the bulk of the time.
But is there, like, a Radio Shack where she needs to go to get hacker supplies?
Probably.
Probably not, because Amazon exists.
No,
or
it
doesn't, but, you know.
She'd probably want to get, like, the right parts, or that's, like, something she'd want to do in person. So, you know, that could be a thing. She's also
go there.
She's also a Hellion, so she needs blood transfusions somewhat regularly. So she's kind of in the hospital, but 01, you notice she's not very good at keeping to that schedule.
Great.
Yeah.
That seems safe.
There are times when she gets blood elsewhere.
Or she's maybe just, you know, not taking care of herself.
Being a hacker.
That seems safe.
She is a computer programmer.
Yeah. Like, that's... yeah, I'm not going to click on that. I'll do that later.
I did. It's coffee.
Oh, okay.
It's coffee.
Oh, coffee.
I
Yeah.
just said that.
All right.
It's extreme coffee, but it's
Extreme coffee.
Cold vacuum extracted.
But yeah, so, like, she doesn't leave her cave often. When she does, it's usually for, you know, medical shit, or to get hacker stuff, or trying to think what else.
Does anyone have a contact that's a Hellion that can be next to her for transfusions?
You don't get transfusions from other Hellions. You just need a doctor.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was like chemo where you're all in a room together.
No, it's just you basically go to the hospital and they're like, here is fresh blood. There is also, like, synthetic stuff. Like, if you guys are worried about the ethics of Hellions, there is synthetic blood that, like, works. It's just not as good, but, you know, it does the trick.
Well, also, if it's donations and everything, then there's not really some ethical issues.
Yeah.
Like, Red Cross, blood bank donation.
I'm gonna take
Like,
you
if
to the bank,
STIs
Senator
don't-
Trent. The blood bank.
If STIs don't transfer via Hellion transfusion, then all the ones that
Well,
can't donate blood for other reasons.
Hellions are
Yeah.
resistant to STIs.
Exactly. So all the blood transfusions we can't give people for surgery and stuff because they have like syphilis or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's what you're.
Hellions can just drink.
Yeah. Well, they don't. They can drink it, but they can also just get a proper transfusion.
You just put in my head this image of like a bartender just sitting there setting out shot glasses and slitting the wrist over it.
Oh no!
Didn't that happen in
Jesus.
Dimension 20? I feel like that happened
Maybe.
to the vampire bar in Sleeping City.
Jesus.
But no, yeah, I think that's a great use of all the rejected blood from blood transfusion things because they have to test it and everything. Now I'm just thinking about ethical like things of if vampires are real, like how we can make this an ethical practice. And
Yeah.
it's your fault.
So like the vampire thing is also like some of the Hellions lean into that shit and others are like, ew, gross. Like don't miss me with that fucking spooky shit.
Really?
We're anemic. We're not Nosferatu.
Yeah, I'm anemic. I'm not a creature of the night. Like, calm down.
And then others are like shop at Hot Topic way too much.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there's these very two distinct subcultures of Hellion.
I mean, this chick sounds like she'd be a goth one.
Big titty goth, GF.
Big titty goth. Oh my god.
Why is big titty also always attached to it? I don't understand.
I don't
It's a
know.
stereotype.
It's the meme. It's
a
part
thing.
of the meme, man.
It's an archetype.
Yeah. There you go. It's an archetype.
Double archetype.
The double archetype. I see what you're saying there. Fucking weirdo. No.
What?
Yes, that's why we're all here.
Yeah, that is why we're all here, playing make believe. All right. We've been talking a bunch of shit. But what I have in my notes right now is you guys want to try to pulse drop to basically get to her that way.
Make friends, yeah.
Yeah, that's how you want to initiate contact, let's say. And yeah, Iliad, you wanted to do some stuff to kind of bump up Blink's rating a bit.
Yeah. I feel like I would have been doing that anyway, just as a friend.
Yeah. And then 01, I think you wanted to do some like hacker flirting or something.
Yeah, like as they said, like here's something for her to decrypt.
Yeah.
It's like.
Is that like you guys want to do this over a couple days before you like make contact or?
I might let Blink try to talk to her first because she could just be like, "Oh, hey, someone to talk to. This is great." Or she just kidnaps him and then we have to go save him.
I don't think he wants to be saved on that. Death
Jesus.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
It's also really hard to
thievery
kidnap a
surveillance if
teleporter.
needed as well when we get a little closer to what the hell are we doing and all that.
All right. Well, it sounds like. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, how do you kidnap somebody who ignores space-time?
There are
Take away the
countermeasures. There are countermeasures for psionic abilities.
I know.
Technology-wise.
Because if your hands are bound, you can't use psionics.
When we get close to her location and habits, I could also potentially just do in-person, in rodent stalking.
Just being sneaky.
Like, just to like figure out where,
Yeah.
not just where she's going, but who she's interacting with, and whatever.
Yeah.
We're trying
Just
to
like
be her
high school.
friend.
Cheeky rodent.
And just like high school, Annie, I will tag along with these well-intentioned but occasionally come off as creepy guys to be like, no, see, they're friends with women. They're not all super awful.
I don't plan on being mean. at all.
Because I did that so much in high school.
I'm not trying to blend in. I don't plan on being seen at all.
Oh yeah. You're gonna watch from afar and kind of.
Thief in the night. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you probably want to like scope the location out, right?
You know
Make sure you don't have any wireless gear on though, because she might be a technomancer. But
Yeah, no Bluetooth headphones.
But she's a good hacker, so she'll be able to.
I'll be sure
Alright.
to take all that off. That's fine. Most of my
Yeah.
shit is not very dependent on that at all.
Squeak's a sneaky guy. He knows what he's doing.
He doesn't squeak.
But yeah, do you want to just like kind of
Could I pull off any electronic gear that would?
yeah you can just shut your stuff off like I turned my phone off, it's unhackable now, like that's how that works. But anyway, yeah, like you wanna like scope out the location too, just to see like
general scout
yeah
area.
okay
I don't know,
I'll add that to yeah.
I don't know what would be the one to go.
It'd be like stealth and notice, but we're probably not gonna get to this tonight. But so this is why I wanted to figure out what your guys' plan was, and then for next game I can kind of tailor things based on what you guys are hoping to do.
Look, this is going to end one of two ways. She's just going to decide that she wants to be friends with us because we won't leave her alone.
She'll try to kill us.
Or I will teleport 10 live grenades into her room.
No.
Not what we're supposed to
Ooh,
do.
wait, no. You teleport 10 not live grenades that look live, and then the rest of us save her life. And then she's in the group and you're not, and now you have to be her character.
Oh no. Yeah, don't do that.
I do have fake live grenades.
Oh my god.
Yeah, on my sheet. I have.
You have
not
fake
look like
grenades.
You need to
Oh my
not look
goodness.
like you. We need to cash in on that favor that someone has to have, and have them protect. Ooh, wait, yeah, false
I do
assassination
have a
attempt that we save her from.
Jesus.
I'm teleporting them in. She never needs to even know it was me.
You guys are overcomplicating it with that a little, I think.
Hero 1's just like monitoring her hacking traffic from the station.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, let me 01 wants to do hacker flirting, also monitoring traffic. Let me write that down.
If she's gay, I would like it to be regular flirting. If not, then friend flirting.
I can fix you.
Yeah, you're not sure what her orientation is from the information you have available.
Well, you have to tell me so I know if I get a +2 or not.
I'll tell you in the moment.
Okay.
You want to just teleport cats into her hacker cave.
It's so long, thank you.
Does that count as a hostile action though? Would the kittens be resistant to being teleported?
No.
They are cats.
Yeah, but they're kittens. They're in a cute little basket with crackers.
And we all know cats don't like doing anything you want them to.
I know, I have a horrible bruise on my arm.
there is a cat distribution system, so maybe this teleporter is it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, can we talk Loki into like getting a cat so that I can kind of have a cat, but not really?
Jesus.
I already have a cat in the game, but
so 01, just like monitoring her traffic, you're actually having a lot of trouble like keeping tabs on her. Like she is incredibly good. At covering her tracks. Which, like, you're a robot, and
they don't know that yet.
I know, but I'm just,
I know that. Right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we know.
Yeah.
I think it'd be... Do you keep secrets from me, 01? I don't keep secrets from you.
No secrets, as there's a drone
right.
army in the basement. Like...
So, yeah, the TLDR of your plan is it sounds like you guys want to kind of try to befriend her over the course of a few days and then, take a soft touch.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Well,
Sorry, we made that
Do we
weird.
have do we
No.
have her combat? Do we have her contact information? Because I'll ask her if she can help me respect my character.
Oh yeah, War Mage said he did try recruiting her before. But would he? She might have like changed her shit around like the couple of times he tried to get a hold of her. Here, you know what? What could I roll for like luck?
Just a standard D20 is what it usually is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? Well, I'll roll a
Or like
D20.
coin type deal.
Yeah, I'll roll a 20. We'll see a 4. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
you have no way to get a hold of her. Yeah, War Mage has like been kind of tracking her, but he does not have her latest contact information.
And if he did, he would not really want her too much anymore because the whole reason he wants her is because she's good at this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like he.
Right? Or am I wrong on that?
No, you're right. That's absolutely like his he.
If we could find her, we wouldn't want her.
The application he wants to build, the main thing he wants her to cover is like the security aspect of it, because like all parties need to be completely anonymous, and so he wants to get her on that to like make sure an absolute expert is handling that part of it.
And Crunchmoon Jones is just
I
like not.
I just threw that name out there. We're not gonna.
Well, he made that other one.
I don't want to be ripping off.
I know. I'm teasing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
All right, it's all good. But yeah, I think that was about all I had planned for tonight. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to go over?
No, I think only thing I can think of, which I will do on the literal off week here, is if I could retroactively put some fairly limited gear orders in with everyone else's power armor to show up, or whatever everyone else's suits.
Cyberware.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. They're doing cyberware, not suits.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. Everyone got like the wired reflexes shit.
I want to get an armor order for that, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Week. Just
Yeah.
normal, armor of some kind.
Yeah. Any kind of like military surplus shit you can get from this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll go through my little wish list and spend some money, but yeah.
And yeah, you guys already have access to military grade cyberware, so enjoy that when you have the money for it.
I just spent almost all of Nick Cage's money.
Yeah, and so like all the stuff you guys ordered will come in like as you're like getting like right before you go to do this job, basically. So like you'll have what you ordered. Cyberware not installed yet, but you have it.
Yeah. With the advance we get at the end of this session, can we still take Cyber Mystic preemptively?
Yeah, I'll allow that. I know you're all planning it, so I'm just like, yeah, just go for it. The only reason you don't have the cyberware is because of a technicality, so yeah, I'll allow it in this case. But yeah. Sorry we didn't have a lot of action tonight, internet, but it'd be like that sometimes. Hope you enjoyed what we did have, and we will see you again in 2 weeks probably. Goodbye, internet.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Good night.